Well, it's a good W for the Aggies. First game in conference play. It's always nice to get out to a good start. I thought we had a great team effort. I thought we played very hard and very disciplined for 40 minutes. They can put some pressure on you, especially with Washington, third leading scorer in the country. And obviously he kind of got going late, in that second half with 20. And Seneca Knight's a returning all-league guy. And so we got some guys that can do some things. I loved how we played on both ends of the floor. I thought we really shared the ball on the offensive end. Offense usually takes a little longer to get up to speed or to catch up to the defense early in the year. And I know it's December 21st. Yeah, I think it's December 21st. So it's my father-in-law's birthday. I better not screw that up. I thought we really played together. 27 assists, 9 turnovers, and it was everybody sharing the ball, moving the ball, playing for each other, an inside game, middle game, outside game, and then obviously getting the 20 offensive rebounds. I think we had 16 of them at halftime, and so it was exciting to see. But great team effort. Came out of the locker room the second half. I think we had 10 straight stops, and I don't know the exact run, but we were able to put a little run together. But some really good performances all the way up and down the lineup. Every guy, I'm not sure I could say that one guy was, really, really bad in any respect, so in any aspect. So it's exciting to see. It's a great way to start the season, and it'll be different. You got to turn around and bounce back very quickly on Wednesday against the same opponent. So it's going to be different for everybody, almost like kind of like an NBA. Best of 3 type of thing, even though it's only 2 games. I hope you can get the analogy to some extent. So with that, we'll open it up. You could really see us defending and getting better every game. Our offense, it hasn't exactly shown on the scoreboard or percentages, but you could tell in practice and just some things in games that we are getting better. Thought we finished around the basket much better. Thought we shot it well. I mean, we get 11 for 31 from the 3. Had some really good rhythm shots that were just right there. We just missed them. But that looked good when they left the hand. It was good to see Brock. I thought, really got going at the end of that first half, or the back half of the first half. Brock's playing with a lot of emotion and vigor, and just has this determined look, which has been exciting to see. Our bench I thought was very good. I thought Sean Bairstow really stood out and did some very, very good things, in his time in the first half as well as the second half. I thought Stephen Ashworth did some good things. I don't remember how many minutes he played against Northern Colorado, but I thought he had his best game of his young college career against Northern Colorado, even though he only had 2 points. He just didn't make hardly any mistakes on either end of the floor. Fonz was good. It was good to see, 4 for 11 for the game, but he just had a different kind of look to him and did some very good things out there on both ends of the floor. Max is going to be a very good player. I think you could get a feel for that with a couple of those threes. He's got a smooth jumper. He really knows how to play. But, Max is a guy that had a very good game against Northern Iowa, but then he, was out for 2 weeks through no fault of his own. And when you're a freshman and you don't do anything for 3 weeks, that's a hard thing. And so that's why, getting those minutes are invaluable for those young guys to just get a feel for the game. And Shimon Zapala, same thing, for a guy that wasn't here all summer and then has been in quarantine a couple times, you can just see his body changing and he's growing and maturing. And so it's exciting to see. And Z hasn't gotten a whole lot of minutes. You can see Z likes to shoot, but he's a very good shooter, and he's a talented young man. So it's just a moment to just keep on going and keep being aggressive that way and just keep getting better. And you got to have a short memory in this business, in this kind of field where you can learn and develop, but this thing's done at midnight, and we're on to the next game tomorrow at practice and starting with film. Our style is, I think, a really enjoyable style of play to play. I think it's fun to watch. But it takes a little time to kind of figure some things out too. Basketball is played differently all over the world. It's different all over the United States, and we have a lot of guys from all over the world. So take some time to figure this thing out. People forget 3 of those freshmen weren't here all summer, and Z and Shimon and Max, and so that's a big transition. And it's not only a transition for those guys, but for everybody. Basketball is such a game of rhythm and flow, and so to be able to play that connected tonight, and then to be able to get on the offensive boards, like we did. Bean was really good all night. Really set the tone. I thought Keita was really played. I mean, look at Keita's line: 6 blocks, 5 assists, 8 points, 9 rebounds, and didn't miss a shot. Only had 3 shots. But to be able to play within that way, but again, all of our guys were very good that way. They set the tone, and they've been our tone setters for quite some time. But I'm going to say specifically since we've been back. When you get shut down for a period of time, everybody has to look in the mirror, and those guys are our veteran guys. I mean, Worcester is obviously a true freshman. But Brock Miller's been through these battles, and Bean has been through these battles, and Keita has been through these battles, and although Marco's new to Utah State, he's an upperclassman, very mature person, and they didn't point the finger and blame people, and they put the onus on themselves to get us ready to go. And I thought they set the tone throughout the whole game. And I think a good point with that is that first 5 minutes of that second half, or first 6-7 minutes, where they came out and played with some vigor, and we need that out of those guys, because we do got a lot of young guys and a lot of guys that haven't exactly been there, so they got to learn the ropes as to what Aggie basketball is all about. Well, we have very high goals and high expectations, but sometimes I'm not so sure we weren't thinking about some of the wrong things for a while. And we played some it's the first time since KenPom has started that we've ever opened a season with 4 teams ranked in the top 100 at KenPom. We've had a really tough schedule early on. It's not exactly what the doctor ordered when you have so many new guys, but we always want to bring on the competition and play great teams. So what can this team do? I mean, I'm excited about this team. I think we got a chance to be really good. But we had to really kind of hit the reset button and really just work on getting better. You know what I mean? And not worry about what's going to happen in the future or what's happened in the past. Let's live in the moment, live in today, and let's get better today. Let's pound the rock today and get better both as a team and individually with our skill development, and understand what our team needs out of each guy. And that's a work in progress. But I'm excited where we've come from. We've become a better basketball team in the last 7 days.